When you look at Saturn through a telescope, it seems calm, elegant, and almost magical. Its glowing rings make it look like the most peaceful planet in our solar system. But that image is deceptive. Beneath those beautiful clouds are winds faster than the strongest hurricanes on Earth. Hidden within its atmosphere are storms large enough to swallow entire planets. Its gravity can rip apart moons and comets. Its magnetic field traps deadly radiation, and deep inside, pressures become so extreme that no spacecraft could survive. Today, we're uncovering the terrifying reality of Saturn, the planet that looks peaceful but is anything but. At first glance, Saturn seems almost peaceful. Through a telescope, it appears as a golden jewel suspended in the darkness of space. Its elegant rings make it look calm, balanced, and perhaps even welcoming. But according to NASA, this appearance couldn't be more misleading. Saturn is classified as a gas giant, meaning it is composed primarily of hydrogen and helium rather than rock and metal like Earth. This creates a terrifying reality. There is no true solid surface where a human could stand. Imagine approaching Saturn in a spacecraft. As you descend through the upper cloud layers, everything might seem relatively calm. But with every kilometer deeper into the atmosphere, conditions become increasingly hostile. The clouds become thicker and darker. The pressure begins rising dramatically. Temperatures climb higher and higher. The deeper you travel, the more intense the environment becomes. Unlike Earth, where you eventually reach the ground, Saturn offers no such destination. You would simply continue falling through endless layers of atmosphere. Scientists believe that deep within Saturn, hydrogen is compressed so intensely that it transforms into a strange metallic liquid capable of conducting electricity. This region helps generate Saturn's powerful magnetic field. Even deeper, temperatures may reach thousands of degrees. Pressures become millions of times greater than those found at Earth's surface. No spacecraft ever built could survive such conditions. The most frightening aspect of Saturn is that it hides these extreme environments beneath a beautiful exterior. What appears to be a peaceful planet is actually an enormous pressure cooker, powered by forces beyond anything humans experience on Earth. And Saturn is truly gigantic. More than 760 Earths could fit inside its volume. Standing near such a world would make our planet seem microscopic by comparison. When people think of dangerous planets, they often imagine volcanic worlds or scorching deserts. But Saturn's danger comes from something much stranger. It is a planet where there is nowhere to stand, nowhere to hide, and no way to survive. If Saturn had a solid surface, its weather alone would make it one of the most dangerous places in the solar system. NASA's observations have revealed that winds near Saturn's equator can exceed 1,100 miles per hour, or around 1,800 kilometers per hour. To put that into perspective, these winds move several times faster than the strongest hurricanes ever recorded on Earth. Imagine a storm so powerful that it could circle our entire planet in just a matter of days. Yet on Saturn, such extreme conditions are considered normal. These winds continuously race through the atmosphere, shaping enormous cloud bands that stretch around the planet. From a distance, these cloud layers appear smooth and beautiful. Up close, they would be scenes of unimaginable chaos. Massive storms occasionally erupt across Saturn's atmosphere. Some become so large that they can be seen from Earth using powerful telescopes. One of the most remarkable events observed by scientists was a gigantic storm known as a Great White Spot. These rare storms can grow until they wrap around much of the planet itself. Within these storms, powerful lightning flashes illuminate the clouds. Scientists estimate some of these lightning bolts are thousands of times more energetic than those on Earth. Imagine witnessing a thunderstorm where each lightning strike releases enough energy to dwarf the most powerful storms on our planet. The atmosphere is also layered with ammonia clouds, water clouds, and other chemicals interacting under extreme conditions. The result is a dynamic weather system unlike anything found on Earth. What's especially frightening is that Saturn's storms can last for months and sometimes even years. While hurricanes on Earth eventually weaken over land or cooler water, Saturn has no continents and no oceans to slow these giant weather systems down. The entire planet acts as a breeding ground for endless atmospheric violence. So while Saturn appears calm from millions of kilometers away, beneath those golden clouds lies one of the most turbulent weather systems in the solar system. Among all of Saturn's mysteries, Perhaps none is stranger than the giant hexagon located at its north pole. When NASA's spacecraft first captured images of this structure, scientists were stunned. Instead of a circular storm like those found on Earth, Saturn possessed a nearly perfect six-sided shape, stretching approximately 30,000 kilometers across. That's large enough for more than two Earths to fit inside it. The structure is so enormous that it could swallow entire continents with room to spare. What makes the hexagon even more unsettling is how precise it appears. Nature rarely creates geometric patterns on such a colossal scale. Yet there it was, a giant six-sided weather system rotating around Saturn's North Pole. At the center of the hexagon sits a powerful cyclone. Around it, high-speed winds race along the edges of the six-sided boundary, maintaining its unusual shape. Scientists believe the structure is created by complex interactions between atmospheric waves and powerful jet streams. But even after decades of study, many questions remain unanswered. The hexagon was first observed during the Voyager missions in the early 1980s and later studied extensively by NASA's Cassini spacecraft. Remarkably, the structure has persisted for decades. Think about that for a moment. Most weather systems on Earth constantly change shape and location. Hurricanes form and disappear. Storms come and go. But Saturn's hexagon has remained stable for decades, making it one of the longest-lasting weather structures ever observed in the solar system. As if the geometry wasn't strange enough, scientists have also detected massive cyclones spinning within the polar region itself. From above, the North Pole of Saturn resembles something less like a planet and more like a gigantic machine operating in space. The hexagon serves as a reminder that Saturn is not merely another planet. It is a world governed by atmospheric processes so alien that they continue to challenge our understanding of planetary science. When most people think about Saturn, they think about its rings. They are among the most recognizable features in the entire solar system. Through a telescope, the rings appear delicate, elegant, and almost perfectly peaceful. They make Saturn look like a masterpiece of cosmic art. But according to data collected by NASA's Cassini mission, the rings tell a much more violent story. Scientists believe Saturn's rings may be the remains of ancient moons, comets, or other celestial bodies that wandered too close to the giant planet. Once these objects crossed a critical boundary known as the Roche limit, Saturn's immense gravity began tearing them apart. Imagine a moon being slowly ripped to pieces by gravitational forces so powerful that even solid rock and ice cannot remain intact. Over time, the debris spread out around the planet, forming the magnificent ring system we see today. What appears to be a smooth, continuous structure is actually made of billions upon billions of individual particles. Some are smaller than grains of sand. Others are as large as houses, mountains, or even small moons. These particles are constantly moving at incredible speeds. Collisions occur continuously throughout the ring system. Ice fragments smash into one another, break apart, merge together, and reshape the rings every single day. In many ways, Saturn's rings resemble a giant cosmic traffic jam stretching hundreds of thousands of kilometers across space. Cassini revealed that the rings are far more dynamic than scientists once believed. Small moons known as shepherd moons travel through and around the rings, using their gravity to sculpt ring edges and create strange gaps and wave patterns. These moons act like celestial architects, constantly reshaping the structure around them. The rings themselves are not permanent. NASA scientists believe Saturn is slowly losing parts of its ring system. Tiny particles are continuously being pulled into the planet by gravity in a process often called ring rain. Over millions of years, Saturn's rings may eventually disappear altogether. This means we are living during a special moment in cosmic history, a time when Saturn still possesses its spectacular rings. What makes the rings terrifying is not their appearance, but their origin. The most beautiful feature of Saturn may have been born from destruction. The rings are a monument to shattered worlds, frozen debris, and billions of years of relentless gravitational violence. And despite their beauty, they serve as a reminder that in space, even entire moons can be torn apart. Saturn may be the most beautiful planet in our solar system, but beneath its stunning rings lies a world of violent storms, crushing pressures, mysterious structures, and invisible dangers that make it one of the most extreme places we've ever discovered. And despite everything we've learned, Saturn still holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed this journey into the terrifying reality of Saturn, make sure to subscribe to SciTech Signal for more space mysteries, cosmic discoveries, and fascinating science content. Thanks for watching, and remember, Saturn looks peaceful from a distance, but up close, it's one of the most terrifying worlds in the solar system. See you in the next exploration.